Hey everyone, Ash here with the Better Than Yesterday blog. Tax time is just around the corner, so that means it's time for the annual debate on whether or not you'll do your own taxes or if you should hire a professional. Of course, there's never an easy answer. It's always depending on your situation. So let's look into your situation and find out what you should do. First off, is your return simple or complicated? Don't know? Well, let's find out. What forms do you get at tax time? If you get just a few basic forms like a W-2 or a 1099 interest form, then you're better off using an online software to file your return for free or at least less than paying a professional. Hiring a professional can cost anywhere from $185 to $500 depending on where you live. So if you are only receiving W-2s and a couple other basic forms, then it makes more sense for you to file yourself online. But if you have a complicated return, then it's totally worth it to spend that extra money to have a tax professional file your tax return for you. So let's see what a complicated return looks like. In general, you are considered a complicated return if any of the following apply to you. You are self-employed, you had a major life event happen this tax year, like getting married, getting divorced, selling a home, receiving inheritance, or moving to a different state. Also, if you own any rental properties, have foreign accounts, or are an active stock trader. In any of these situations, you should hire a tax professional to help file your return, and here's why. In most cases, if you have a complicated return, a tax professional can potentially uncover tax savings that may not be recognized by the online software options. Sure, you may be spending more on the filing costs by using a professional, but the tax savings that a professional can provide will, in many cases, outweigh your preparation bill. Another thing that hiring a professional saves you is time. Because let's face it, when you file your annual tax return, you're only working on it once a year. So it's probably safe to say that this is a stressful task for you, and not to mention time-consuming. Whereas a tax professional files several returns every year. They are very familiar with it and can spend half the amount of time that you would trying to relearn the tax software, then file the return. Last but definitely not least is the peace of mind that a tax professional can offer you. Knowing that your return is filed correctly is such a huge weight off of your shoulders. Of course, it's always good to understand your tax return to a certain extent. You don't want to be completely oblivious to what's going on, but not having the burden of keeping up on tax laws and filing requirements is what makes hiring a professional totally worth it. If you want to hire a tax professional for this upcoming tax year, don't put off your search. Start as soon as possible so you can guarantee your spot on their tax season client list.